Hey, what's up everyone? Lord Ryujin here, bringing you another YouTube video. Isn't it funny how we as consumers, we speak with our wallets, but yet companies don't seem to hear us? I mean, what am I talking about exactly? Well, Bloodstained, really. I believe, I don't know the exact name, I'm sorry. I know it's called Bloodstained, the Ritual, or something like that. But I know that it is the Castlevania successor that everybody's been asking for. It's on Kickstarter and it's already reached $100,000 over its proposed goal. And I find this to be hysterical because here we have a company like Capcom that's saying, no, people don't want Mega Man. You don't want a Mega Man game. Why would you want a Mega Man game? That's silly. And then the creator of Mega Man goes out and puts a Kickstarter saying, hey, do you want a Mega Man successor? And people give him money. And now we have Mighty Number 9 or whatever it's called. And again, I think Konami was doing the same thing. It was like, hey, you don't want Castlevania. Why would you want Castlevania? That's silly. But the Castlevania successor that's coming from the creator of the game has already hit its goal. Do you understand yet, gaming developers? When we tell you we want a game like a Banjo and Kazooie successor or another Banjo and Kazooie game, that's what we want. We're not just BSing you and trying to get you to make a game and go, haha, we fooled you. We don't actually want that. Maybe you should listen to gamers out there. You know, it's something that would be nice to do. Now, of course, make sure that you join in the conversation in the comments below. But I don't understand this personally. You know, I mean, again, not only with Mighty Number 9 or with this Bloodstained game that's coming out, but too many times we've sat there and we've asked for a game, and the developer just kind of looked at us like we're crazy. Like, why would you want that? Because we're telling you. We are telling you. You know? I'll give you kind of a story, a side story, I guess, to go along with this. I like to role play, and I like to GM those role playing games, and a lot of times, I want to say 90% of the time, I let the players create the game. Because if I sit there and I plan for every single possible angle, I'm going to miss something. But if a player does something that I didn't expect, I roll with it and I make it a consequence within the world, like it's something that I planned all along, you know. And I know that doesn't seem like it's relevant, but it's sort of the same thing, I guess, to what I'm talking about within the context of this video. Because Konami, Capcom, EA, any third-party developer out there, we're trying to help you. We're trying to give you money. You know, I mean, I talked about this a little bit in the PT video. I don't understand why you would want to stop Silent Hills, because if we're trying to throw money at you and say, let us buy this, and you take it down and say it's not happening, why? What's going on with you? You know? And here we are now in a very similar situation. We're ending up with a game that is a spiritual successor to Castlevania, and people are once again proving with their money that this is what we wanted, and yet your response is, sorry, there's still no Castlevania. Come on. Are you serious? Oh goodness. And this goes out to anybody, really. I mean, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sega, anybody. Anybody out there that develops a game. When we are sitting there and we're telling you what we want to see, that's what we want to see. We're not, I mean, when we're sitting there and we're trying to tell you, hey, we love Resident Evil, why don't you go back to the classic survival horror genre, and you're just like, nope, we're just going to keep making it action. Here's Resident Evil 6. And then you wonder why it doesn't sell. And you try to come up with all these BS excuses about, like, oh, well, you know, the demographics gotten too old and they just don't play. No. That's not what it is. It didn't sell. because it wasn't what we asked for. And there's a reason why Resident Evil Revelations sold a lot more. And why I believe the Resident Evil remake, the remake of the original, has sold a lot. People got all hyped about it. Probably because it has something to do with the fact that we asked for a survival, horror-based Resident Evil. I mean, imagine that. Can you imagine my shock when I found out, hey, you mean Capcom gave people what they asked for of Resident Evil and it sold good? Wow, who would have thought that, right? We speak with our wallets. When we go see a movie and the movie makes billions of dollars, we're telling that movie studio that this movie rocks, make more like that. But it seems like game developers don't listen. Like, come on, we're trying to tell you to please, for the love of Pete, use your franchises. You have a ton of franchises that we love and we want to see. Please use them. You know? And because we want to buy your software, we want to buy your hardware, or whatever, you know? And when you ignore that, it feels like it's sort of a slap in the face to us. It's a big middle finger that really isn't necessary. And so I just wanted to just create a real quick video about this and get your opinion on it. Make sure that you share that. Because I don't understand it. You know, we're sitting and we're trying to say, hey, you know, this is what we want. Well, it might not happen. Well, if we keep asking you for this game to come over to the West, or whatever, you know, if we keep asking for this game to be ported over to the US, or if we keep asking for this game to get a sequel, or something like that, it's because there is an install base that loves it. There aren't people that are out there asking for a third Dark Cloud game just because they want to support something. There's people out there that want to see a third Dark Cloud game because Dark Cloud is actually good and people actually like the game. And there are people out there that they want to see another Mega Man Legends game, probably because, and this is just a crazy idea, Capcom, maybe they like Mega Man games. I'm just throwing that out there for you to consider. But that's my 2 cents, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate all the support I can get. And for the 3rd time in this video, make sure that you comment what you think down below. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.